Good day. This is Full Potential 1000, and I am Mpo Mali Mabe. And I hope you're having a good day. And if it seems like a bad day, I hope you have the awareness that nothing can shift you and nothing can ever move you from yourself. And that you always have the most valuable thing that nobody can take from you, which is you, yourself, your identity. Identity is something that as I grow, and I'm 19 years right now, I'm about to turn 20, a serious age. But even if it's serious, but I feel like it's my mind that I feel it has done more growth than my age. Because when I look at my peers, most of them don't think how I think, and most of them don't even know what I know. So I'm proud that I think in a way that is unique and that is true to me. And many of my peers don't have that because they think it's a norm to go with the flow, to go with the sheep, go what is trending. Of which I wouldn't blame them, I wouldn't shame them, I wouldn't say they're bad and lame and whatever for thinking in that way because they're young and I'm young. I'm young. And I'm also facing the things that I've done in the past. And I've watched a video of the monk of a monk. And this monk says he once asked his mother when he was going through a bad time. He asked his mother, "Mother, how do I go through? How do I overcome this tough time? I don't care what you say, whether it's religious, whatever it is, I just need something." And his mother told him that she pulled up a small jar, and this jar had salt, almost half as the like half filled. And she said, "This salt inside of this jar is every bad that you have done in the past, and that's why you're going through this tough time because of the bad that you have done." And I want to clarify this, whether you agree or whatever, but how I see this is, let me give out an example. Before, when I was young, like in 10 years or 11 years or 13 years, I thought when a person says bad or good, good would mean helping, and helping, not killing, and not doing crime, not stealing. And then bad would be doing those things, lying, cheating, all that stuff. But I come to the realization that even the meaning of bad and good just came from a person. It didn't really come from God. And even if it did, nobody can prove that because it was told by a person. But what good is essentially to a person most of the time is what benefits them. What benefits you is good to you. What doesn't benefit you is bad to you. So when I was young, I was told those things that don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. When I thought don't steal was a bad thing, but there are still other people that would steal and they would enjoy doing it. So what do you explain that? How do you explain that? Are those people that love doing bad? I don't think it's just that simple. It's complex. It's just something that is good to you, because if you would ask him, he would say, no, that is a good thing. Stealing is a good thing. What if he says that? And you cannot just classify him as a different being. He's still human. He's still the same as you, and he still feels the same things as you. So now, when he says that doing bad and doing good, it just means the good that is what is good to you and what is bad to you. And this goes in whether you know what is bad to you or whether you don't know what is bad to you. And what would be a bad thing that you wouldn't know that is bad to you? For one, that would be, imagine walking up to a girl and then you approach this girl and then you tell her your name and you tell her that you're interested, you wanna go out, or you wanna invite her to your house and you smash. And then this girl is like, no, I'm not interested, leave it. And then you have the idea to go like, nah, let me present my money. Since she doesn't like me, I'll present something she may like, which is not me. And then you present money, and then she likes that money, and she acts like she's interested in you, when in truth, she is interested in your money. So now, 3 years later, you're rambling to your friends about this girl doesn't like me, what, but you're still in a relationship with her, and she doesn't come to you on when you don't have money, but when you have money, she's there. So you didn't realize that by by saying you present money to her, and then now she presents interest, fake interest to you, when it's actually interest in that money. You didn't realize that would be bad for you in the long run, because now you're not happy in that relationship. You're being used. You haven't kissed her, you haven't slept with her, you haven't, like, even if you did, you wouldn't even like it, because you're fucking a person that you don't, doesn't even love you. You just pedalized her. What is it? Pedestalized her. But in the start, you didn't realize that, no, this will be bad for me in the long run. You didn't realize it because you didn't have the awareness, you didn't have the experience to know that this would happen. And now you're stuck in this relationship, unhappy, and now you think all chicks are the same. They just want money and stuff. And now you close all the doors where they would lead you to a girl that truly loves you for you. Whether you smell or smell clean, that's the bad I'm talking about. The actions that we would do that later on, or even now, they would hurt us inside. The bad for me was that when I was younger, I would reject myself and I would internalize things that people say to me, and that in the long term, it resulted in me being scared of speaking to people because I was scared of the judgment, being scared to present myself to people because I always rejected myself, because people rejected me, and I internalized that, and I said, I don't deserve to speak with people because they won't like me. I'm not worthy of that. I couldn't even stand up for myself for many things. So now I'm here now, and I'm dealing with it, and I'm trying to let go and trust in myself, build trust, build love, build compassion, build dreams. I am the dream. I'm telling myself that. Make myself realize, even though there are still triggers, I will keep on going into situations that trigger me, so I understand truly that it doesn't mean anything. And I'm the true meaning, I'm the true thing, I'm the true value to me. So now, this woman says to this monk that since there's salt inside of this jar, you need to do good, and this good would represent water. Putting a drop of water inside this jar, and of course it will dilute it, and it will still, the salt is still inside, but it's diluted. And now you pour the water that has salt in it inside of a bowl, and you still put water, and this water is still good deeds and stuff. The salt is still in there, but now it's much more diluted. You put the bowl into a bathtub now. Pour more water, pour more water. And now the salt is still in there, but it's much more diluted now. Put the water inside of the tub into a pool. Pour more water. The salt is still in there, but the water is much less salty. So the good would be putting yourself out there in those situations that trigger you. Finding ways to let go of whatever you have inside. Maybe you have an anger towards your father. Going to your father, speaking to him, speaking about what you have inside, without hate, without wanting to be like, you left me, you what. No. Telling him that, I haven't been talking to you, or I had this inside of me because of 1, 2, 3, and I wanted you to know that. So now that I let you know, I want to just come at peace and let go of the feeling that I have towards you, and that I don't blame you, and I don't blame myself. You have to confront those demons. That's the good you do, because it's good to you, because you let go of the chains that you've made, shaming yourself. Now you put yourself out there in situations that put you in the spotlight. You do good for yourself. Of course, you get scared and get triggered and stuff, but you keep on telling yourself, it's okay. It's okay to be triggered. It's okay to feel how I feel. And it's okay for me to stand here in the spotlight. I deserve it. Keep at it. That's the good. Because I feel many people think bad is just not stealing, not doing this, but all of those things are just in external things. What about me? What about me inside? What does not stealing do to me? In the bigger picture, it does nothing to me. I have my problems, I have my triggers and stuff. Why don't I deal with that? That's my ordeals that I have to deal with. That's my deeds, my demons. The things, my actions that I did in the past that come into fruition now, in the future. Bad or good. But yeah, that's the video I watched, and that's what I learned. And that's what I connected to having a identity that would help much better. Because imagine if I had somebody in my life that would tell me you have to know who you are, your identity. And back then I really did. I didn't know all of me because I've only lived such a little life. I was like 10 years or even 8. So I didn't know much of me, because there was still more to live, and there was still more I would have found out. But if somebody told me that the person that you know now of yourself, keep that person and don't shift for nobody. When somebody tells you, no, this, say, no, I know that. Stick to whatever you want. Tell them that, no, this is me. This is me. An identity is what is needed everywhere. Everywhere. But I hope you find your own. I hope you sit down with yourself, no phones, no distractions. Listen to the thoughts, let them come, let them flow, don't block them. Get scared, get uncomfortable, but recognize that this is what I'm feeling and write it down. Or maybe record yourself just like me. I've recorded like a lot of videos and I post them at YouTube. Some of them I didn't even post. Sometimes it was space, or sometimes I just didn't. And I remember I did not post the video one time because I thought it wasn't cool or the quality wasn't fresh. But I should have posted either way. But I didn't. And that's okay, I don't blame you. That's how I thought then. Now I just post. Even though it lags, because this phone is trash, so it will lag a lot. But it's okay. This is therapy for me and it helps me. I trained my body today, I meditated, and now I'm recording. I was sitting the whole day. Of which I won't blame myself for doing that. I do like chilling the whole day, but sometimes I do feel that it's too much, that I get a mental tiredness, like I get tired mentally. And even then, I still forced and watch TV because I'm like, anything but sitting alone. And I recognize that. I recognize that. And that's when I need to actually stand up, go into my room, sit down, put away all distractions, or go outside and sit alone, sit with myself, enjoy my presence. And now I feel comfortable even speaking, because back then I was speaking, but I was trying to hold my words. Don't say this. Don't say this way. Don't look this way. Oh, I don't care, man, because it's me. But either way, I really hope people are having a great day. I hope you are having a great day. And I hope you sit alone and enjoy your